I have three pieces for you today. One I think I've two I might one I've definitely read here before, but it's been over a year, and so I think it's appropriate for the theme this today. So, three waterfalls. Seeing them in winter, frozen mostly, is a long, white, cascaded, soft shape, is entirely different from the summer mountainside. And the strength of the water tumbling down the 1,400-foot peak brings the feelings of wetness home. That moisture becomes his thoughts, those moving almost dreamlike through the synapses of the brain as the water cascades, becoming image after image, the movie behind the eyelids, one consecutive reel, thoughts connecting with the pictures there. It is a moist landing pool that is about to become speech. This mountain scrapes the sky with definition. Clouds are barely above it in the blue sky, shaped into the harsh ridge tops above the tree line. Yet below it, there are the evidences of forests, some removed by snow slides of avalanche, trees lying askew, mowed by God's version of a lawnmower. The lowest of the three waterfalls has not lost anything of its forceful downpour. A fine meal congeals at its base. Colors float in it, wafting one into another, moved by an invisible wind. The pool at the base is just out of sight from where she is sitting on the creek bank, where the water has ended up as tributary to this roaring watercourse. The tall pines covering the last passages, the rocks on the bank, her only seat. It is the place she goes to have a sense of herself and the generations she must debate the answers to inside her own ruminations. There are the necessary silences then, only interrupted by the arpeggios of water moving by or elk talk, the trumpeting heard only faintly, as far off as the answers she seeks. Thank you. This next piece is called Big Trees. No, I'm going to do that last. Eggs is the next piece. Dreaming about them, they're everywhere, unharvested, lying in nests sat on by hens, hundreds of eggs, brown, white, blue, green, and being sent to gather these in a dream, filling another several baskets with them and wondering why there are so many to be gathered, hatched, used, the dreams knowing that the potential of growth into creating, bringing forth needs to be. Now there's a brilliant energy in the room. Amazing guitar work from two guitarists I respect, covering right on, whose virtuosity places me in some sort of reality, driven by ears, dreamt into the space of creativity. Hearing Miles Davis, his later records, that forward-thinking musician placed into the world steaming hot, new directions in small ensemble jazz. Untraveled, unheard by music lovers worldwide, nonetheless, a divine sort of spark, pleasing and beyond, needing to exist, influencing musicians coming along in future, and driving literary efforts while writing to it. How does it feel so far, this gathering of potentials? The eggs are symbols of service. How to have fun with it in the just doing, about writing poetry for a future of serving the greater good, more than only oneself, and influencing a global place for the words, the verse, the metaphors, the alliteration. How do you feel about it? Are you flowing with it yet? Have you gathered all the eggs? Are your sparks creating empowerment? Thank you. And my last piece is fresh, and it may need an edit down the road, but it's called Big Trees. There are so few of them, The Ents guarding the green great force have failed. Chainsaws grind with impunity wherever we foolish humans decide. One has to travel. A blue horse can carry you. A few still stand and grow even taller, bigger, where two humans cannot get their arms around them. These are found in the great verdant swales, also mountain coves too hard to reach, in the Alps or the Blue Ridge, or perhaps in the Rocky Mountains somewhere. The journey difficult, loose gray and white stones are on rocky paths. This is where the bone strikers make their stand. Battle-painted Kiowa military warriors will fight the saws to the death. They fight for the earth. They fight for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray. I'm going to leave the recording on just to keep my comments in if you like. Uh,
Sure.
this thank you. This mountain scrapes the sky with definition. How glorious is that? And indeed, the original skyscraper, the mountain, the place, and right on theme, the place she goes to have a sense of herself. I love these places and that we give ourselves time to go there. And, you know, as Padre Gotuma says in his Poetry Unbound podcast, uh, he writes poetry to find out what he's thinking. It's that is a place. Poetry is a place we go to have a sense of ourselves. And I love the later Miles albums like Aura, for example, influencing musicians coming along in the future. So amazingly said. Uh, and I love this a global, and that's what this show is, a global place for the words, the verse, the metaphors, you know, and all of us that create them coming together. Thanks a million, my friend. That was grand.